Good afternoon, Valparaiso. It's Rwani Ceballos here for today's weather update. Checking out for the weather headlines today, we have summer weather on the horizon. Yippee! With some large weekend warm-up, that's what this means. And then also with this large weekend warm-up, we are going to be having some weekend rain, which is kind of unfortunate. However, it's a beautiful day over here in Valparaiso University and also in Valparaiso itself. So as you can see, nothing's really going on around our area other than like here in Ohio. They do have like a little bit of showers going on over there. But as long as us getting closer to home, as you can see, nothing's really happening. Just like some clouds over here. There we go. Some clouds are showing over there. But other than that, nothing's really going on. It's really beautiful out, clear skies, no clouds in sight. However, looking at future temperatures and radar, around 12:30 in the morning, we're going to start seeing some showers over here in Peru. You guys are going to experience a little bit of showers, and then throughout the night, there's going to be a little bit more showers hitting Schaumburg over here. But around 5:30 a.m., as everyone's heading to school, a lot of rain happening. Light to moderate rain, depending on where you live. Peru and Pontiac, you guys are going to experience the moderate rain, but if you are in DeKalb or Rockford, you're going to experience some light rain. And then as the morning goes on, that rain system does start moving more east, but it gets a little bit more lighter. So here in Rensselaer, Valparaiso, and Michigan City, we are going to be experiencing some light rain and a little bit of more heavier rain in the sense of like it's not too light, like it's not going to be sprinkling. But over here in Benton Harbor, it's going to be just a little bit of light rain. But around 1:30 p.m., as you can see, there's going to be really nothing going on. It's just going to be some clouds. Temperatures are starting to rise up. As you can see, we're all starting to be in the 60s over here in the east, us being at 64, and off everywhere else is like in the low 60s to mid 60s. And off to our west is basically the same story other than here in Rockford with 70 degrees. But off to our west, they are a little bit more higher. They're on the higher end of the 60s. And then going on to around 3 p.m., there's going to be no rains in sight. No showers, no thunderstorms, no nothing, just clouds, and really just a beautiful sunny day. Then going on to 5:30 p.m., those clouds are going to start disappearing. Just a little bit, some scatter ones over here down near Rochester, Warsaw, and Fort Wayne. But nothing really is going to be happening. As you can see off to our west, there's really no clouds. It's just clear skies, nothing really happening. Everyone is now in the 70s. Over here in the west, mid 70s here in Rockford, and then low 70s more eastern. And then over here into the east, we do have mid to high 60s with South Bend, Benton Harbor being at 67, and then Knox with 69. And then checking out for the future wind gusts for those rain that we did see earlier on. As you can see, there is going to be a little bit of high wind gusts over here with Peru and Pontiac with 23 and 20 miles per hour wind gusts respectively. And then as the day goes on till around 10 a.m., you can see that that large wind gust is going to start moving east because now, as you can see, everyone is starting to get higher than 20. We're going to be in the low 20s to high 20s miles per hour wind gusts with Rockford with 25, Peru with 25, Pontiac at 26, Kankakee at 24, Lansing at 26, us at 25, and just so on and so forth. Up to our east, you guys are not really experiencing much of that. There is Goshen, South Bend, Cassopolis, and Kendallville. You guys are in the 20s, but you guys are not really experiencing the high 20s up until around 1 p.m., where now us over here in Valparaiso, we're going to be at 29 miles per hour with Michigan City and Gary. Lansing, you guys are going to be at 30 miles per hour, so please be sure you guys are being careful out on the streets. But as you can see now, everyone over here off to our east is in the mid to low 20s. And then the same, roughly the same story over here off to our west, mid to low 20s. Then going off to 4 p.m., everyone is really just in the 20s, whether they're in the low 20s or in the high 20s range. As you can see off in the same scenario, off to our east with South Bend at 24, as well as Cassopolis, Benton Harbor with 25, Michigan City at 25, as well as us here at Valparaiso. Then around 6 p.m. is roughly the same thing. Now checking out our 7-day forecast, here is where I'm telling you this is where the large summer temperatures are starting to come. because here with Friday, we're going to be at 70 degrees as a high. But then Saturday, we jump up to the 80s, which we haven't received yet until this weekend. Our highs have been in the high 70s, but now we're reaching the 80s over here in Valparaiso. But with the warmer weather comes more rain. So as you can see, we are going to have some showers, 60% showers on Saturday. We'll see how that goes as we continue on, but it's probably highly likely we are going to be getting showers. Sunday as well, we're going to have a 20% of thunderstorms with a high of 84. Monday is the same story, showers and thunderstorms with a high of 82. But then when we move on to Tuesday, we are going to start cooling down a little bit. It's still going to be warm outside, but a little bit cooler. We're going to be having a high of 77 with some showers and thunderstorms. With Wednesday and Thursday, it's definitely going to be a lot more cooler than it was previously on the previous days. But we are going to have a little bit of rain on Wednesday, but it's more in the morning with a 20% chance though. And then Thursday, it's just going to be mostly cloudy with a high of 63. Anyway, checking out for tonight and tomorrow, we are going to have a low of 46 with some gradual clouds. Winds are going to be east-northeast at 5 miles per hour. And then tomorrow, it's going to be a high of 70 degrees with gradual clearing. So it's going to start with the clouds, and then we're going to start seeing a lot more sun throughout the day. Then the winds are going to be south with 10 to 15 miles per hour.